You start the physics problem feeling confident, but a few steps in, everything starts to feel forced. You keep adjusting equations, flipping signs, and hoping it somehow work out. That moment right there is the real problem. Not the math, but building the setup around a formula instead of the actual situation. I'm the physics sensei, PhD in physics, black belt in karate, and 30 years teaching how to solve physics problems to college students just like you. And what I see over and over is students grabbing a familiar formula first and then trying to bend the problem to fit it. When the setup is built around the formula, the solution becomes fragile. Every step depends on the previous guess being right. So one small mistake spreads everywhere. That doesn't happen because you don't understand physics. It happens because the structure was backward from the very beginning. Think about driving. If you choose a route before you know your destination, every turn feels uncertain. You keep second guessing, correcting, and checking the map instead of driving smoothly. Stress doesn't come from driving itself, it comes from starting without clarity. In karate, for example, beginners often try to copy techniques without understanding what the technique is meant to do. The movements look correct on the surface, but there's no balance or stability underneath. They don't fail because they lack the effort. They fail because they skip the start, their foundation. Physics problems follow the same pattern. When you force a situation to match a formula, the work never feels solid, even if the algebra looks clean. So here's how to avoid the number one physics setup mistake. First, describe the situation in plain words without thinking about formulas at all. Say what is happening physically, not mathematically. Second, identify what's interacting or changing in the situation. Something is always moving, accelerating, or influencing something else, and naming that interaction gives the problem structure. Third, only after the situation is clear should you choose relationships or equations. The formula must fit the situation. If it doesn't, it's the wrong tool, no matter how familiar it feels. Only after this should you begin solving. That's why strong problem solvers look calm. They're not faster. They're building from understanding instead of memorization. When you solve this way, physics problems stop feeling forced and start feeling controlled. This is exactly how we train problem solving inside the dojo. So the next time you catch yourself fixing equations instead of understanding the problem, stop and reveal the setup from the situation from the beginning. Train the basics, build your foundation, and let consistency become your advantage. And if you need more help, the dojo is ready when you are. I'll see you there.